The module for extra credit opportunity is one of my walk on the wild side videos. I really hope you check it out. I had a lot of fun making it. It was several years back, but it's entitled Exobiology. Are We Alone? And in it, I'll discuss Frank Drake and Sir Fred Hoyle and their idea of panspermia. That is to say, that life likely exists throughout the universe and has been vectored across vast oceans of space via meteors. So there's a spectrum of variance to this, but adherents suggest that the self replicating information molecules, the nucleic acids, may have been vectored by microbes or maybe spores or even tardigrades, that these molecules hitched a ride on meteorites. Probably my favorite animal, the tardigrade, also known as the water bear or moss piglets. So these are eight-legged micro animals that live in aquatic environments everywhere. So they're all over the world, from mountaintops all the way down to the Mariana Trench in the deep sea. They're even in mud volcanoes. So we've got them in our fish tank in the lab. Tardigrades, what makes them so special is that they are some of the most resilient animals known. They're able to survive the most extreme conditions, such as exposure to harsh temperatures. So you can boil these things or bring them all the way down to close to absolute zero. They can withstand extreme pressure. So they can live in the deepest parts of the ocean. They can withstand air deprivation, radiation, dehydration, starvation, things that would quickly kill most other forms of life. Eh, no problem for the tardigrades. So tardigrades even survived experimental exposure to outer space. So they smeared them on the sides of spaceships and sent them into space. Not only did they survive, but they reproduced. So what makes them so special is that they're capable of suspending all metabolic functions for decades. They essentially dry up, they desiccate. And when they do so, they fragment their DNA as well as the DNA of other organisms that are living on them and around them. And they enter into what's known as a cryptobiotic state. So a hidden state. It doesn't even seem lifelike. It's called a ton. So a ton could potentially be vectored. So it could hitch a ride on a meteorite. And what's so amazing about these things is their genomes are not even all theirs. I don't remember the exact statistic, but I believe it's about 17% of the tardigrade genome is actually genes from other organisms. Ah, there it is. That's a quick look at your Module 4 extra credit worth 10 points. So ultimately, the most interesting question in my mind is, if we do find life or evidence of life on Mars or Europa or Titan, the question is the molecule of inheritance going to be DNA or RNA? And if so, that suggests that there might have been some exchange of these molecules across the short distances, relatively short distances, of the planets in our solar system. Or if we do find life on Mars, is the molecule of inheritance completely different, which suggests independent evolution of a unique molecule of inheritance, which is different from RNA. This is why we do science.